Open up shop, brand new coupe. Open the top, got the juice, got the rock. Money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high. Living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified. Tell them, man, I'm too alive. Yeah, I got the Midas touch. Nah, y'all ain't fly as us. I get elevated. Nah, y'all ain't high as us. I just keep it player. I don't need your favors. They talk down on the come up, but gon' ride with you later. Yeah, smiling in your face. Watch out for the snakes and fakes. They just waiting to take your plate, so you better say your grace, yeah. Big dog, I'ma eat. Nigga, you a pussy, I'm a dog off the leash, yeah. Open up shop, brand new coupe. Open the top, got the juice, got the rock. Money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high. Living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified. Tell them, man, I'm too alive. Rolling like the crimson tide. Shawty just sit back and vibe. Lane to lane off in the ride. Blacked out, you can't see inside. Tell me what you do it for. They gon' go and sell they soul. Game in a figure four. Don't forget to feed your folks, you know. 6 feet I stand, stacking bands, tallest man. Had the world on my shoulders, now I got it in my hands. Wake up on grams, had to do this for the fam. See them hating, stun more. That's that shit that they can't stand, yeah. Yeah, with the same nigga from the jump. Every day the first of the month. Y'all really can't come close. This really ain't what y'all want. Y'all can't touch this sauce. Looking at a young rich boss. Nigga can't take no loss. Nigga already paid that cost, yeah. And I'm still putting up shots, nigga. Major Key got this shit on lock, nigga. What you need, know we got it in stock. Regal Hendrix, this the new rap rock, nigga. Open up shop, brand new coupe. Open the top, got the juice, got the rock. Money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high. Living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified. Tell them, man, I'm too alive. Rolling like the crimson tide. Shawty just sit back and vibe. Lane to lane off in the ride. Blacked out, you can't see inside. Tell me what you do it for. They gon' go and sell they soul. Game in a figure four. Don't forget to feed your folks, you know.
It's Flow, yeah.
Open up shop, brand new coupe. Open the top, got the juice, got the rock. Money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high. Living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified. Tell them, man, I'm too alive. Yeah, I got the Midas touch. Nah, y'all ain't fly as us. I get elevated. Nah, y'all ain't high as us. I just keep it player. I don't need your favors. They talk down on the come up, but gon' ride with you later. Yeah, smiling in your face. Watch out for the snakes and fakes. They just waiting to take your plate, so you better say your grace, yeah. Big dog, I'ma eat. Nigga, you a pussy, I'm a dog off the leash, yeah. Open up shop, brand new coupe. Open the top, got the juice, got the rock. Money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high. Living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified. Tell them, man, I'm too alive. Rolling like the crimson tide. Shawty just sit back and vibe. Lane to lane off in the ride. Blacked out, you can't see inside. Tell me what you do it for. They gon' go and sell they soul. Game in a figure four. Don't forget to feed your folks, you know. 6 feet I stand, stacking bands, tallest man. Had the world on my shoulders, now I got it in my hands. Wake up on grams, had to do this for the fam. See them hating, stun more. That's that shit that they can't stand, yeah. Yeah, with the same nigga from the jump. Every day the first of the month. Y'all really can't come close. This really ain't what y'all want. Y'all can't touch this sauce. Looking at a young rich boss. Nigga can't take no loss. Nigga already paid that cost, yeah. And I'm still putting up shots, nigga. Major Key got this shit on lock, nigga. What you need, know we got it in stock. Regal Hendrix, this the new rap rock, nigga. Open up shop, brand new coupe, open the top, got the juice, got the rock, money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high, living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified, tell them man I'm too alive. Rolling like the crimson tide, shawty just sit back and vibe. Lane to lane off in the ride, blacked out you can't see inside. Tell me what you do it for, they gon' go and sell they soul. Game in a figure four, don't forget to feed your folks, you know.
It's flow, yeah.
Open up shop, brand new coupe, open the top, got the juice, got the rock, money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high, living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified, tell them man I'm too alive. Yeah, I got the Midas touch, now y'all ain't fly as us. I get elevated, now y'all ain't high as us. I just keep it player, I don't need your favors. They talk down on the come up, but gon' ride with you later. Yeah, smiling in your face. Watch out for the snakes and fakes. They just waiting to take your plate, so you better say your grace, yeah. Big dog, I'ma eat. Nigga, you a pussy, I'm a dog off the leash, yeah. Open up shop, brand new coupe, open the top, got the juice, got the rock, money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high, living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified, tell them man I'm too alive. Rolling like the crimson tide, shawty just sit back and vibe. Lane to lane off in the ride, blacked out you can't see inside. Tell me what you do it for, they gon' go and sell they soul. Game in a figure four, don't forget to feed your folks, you know. 6 feet I stand, stacking bands, tallest man. Had the world on my shoulders, now I got it in my hands. Wake up on grams, had to do this for the fam. See them hating, stun more, that's that shit that they can't stand, yeah. Yeah, with the same nigga from the jump, every day the first of the month. Y'all really can't come close, this really ain't what y'all want. Y'all can't touch this sauce, looking at a young rich boss. Nigga can't take no loss. Nigga already paid that cost, yeah. And I'm still putting up shots, nigga. Major Key got this shit on lock, nigga. What you need, know we got it in stock. Regal Hendrix, this the new rap rock, nigga. Open up shop, brand new coupe, open the top, got the juice, got the rock, money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high, living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified, tell them man I'm too alive. Rolling like the crimson tide, shawty just sit back and vibe. Lane to lane off in the ride, blacked out you can't see inside. Tell me what you do it for, they gon' go and sell they soul. Game in a figure four, don't forget to feed your folks, you know.
It's flow, yeah.
Open up shop, brand new coupe, open the top, got the juice, got the rock, money and power, respect the law. Please don't blow my high, living like it's do or die. Niggas want me crucified, tell them man I'm too alive. Yeah, I got the Midas touch, now y'all ain't fly as us. I get elevated, now y'all ain't high as us. I just keep it player, I don't need your favors. They talk down on the come up, but gon' ride with you later. Yeah, smiling in your face.
Yo. Crazy. The only plus side to that player, bro. She telling me. Gotta get either one of them niggas with a LTD animation earlier. Didn't get him. Four LTDs, bro. That's stupid. Stupid. Dude, through their head up their ass. Yeah, it said fucking through their head up their ass. That shit fucking through their head up there. So. Is it worth it though? Only thing that make me regret this is they try to burst this much.
Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Alabama will get the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
I really love that first drive by the offense. It always seemed like they were just one step ahead of the D, and a nice job there down close. When the defense knew they were going to run the football, being more physical, running it in on third down to get the touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw on first down. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Quinn. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off the RPO, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
They're bringing heat. Now adjusting. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now on second down. The give to the back. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Good timing on the quick out. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man, it's Bowers.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Buckeyes are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Bowers. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he could block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Catching the
I
ball,
love
bro.
that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted
How
it.
is this
They can tie
catching
this
the fucking
football
ball,
game
bro?
and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was
Cut
looking
too
for more
soon.
running room, but none to be
Too
found
soon,
as he
Junior.
stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
Shot the ball.
He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone.
Shot the ball.
Incomplete.
I
He
should have
took
called a
a
fucking
shot on the
timeout,
final
bro.
play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.
I should have called a fucking timeout. This dog shit ass game. Slow ass game.
Fair catch called for and made.
Slow ass fucking game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
On the option. He'll toss it.
Shit should have been a
And
fumble.
the defense holds firm. No pickup at
Shit should be a
all.
fucking fumble.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quickly complete.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, second and goal that time, and instead of turning around and giving it to Mr. Dependable, you just let your quarterback do it himself. Up front, everybody's got to get low. It's low man wins. They're able to get a surge, and the quarterback plows in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out, there he goes! And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
To the air on first down. He's going up top. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Cornerbacks have tough jobs. They got to be fast, obviously. They got to react to all the speed in front of them, all the shifts, all the motions, all the formations. But when you play zone, you got to make sure you get deep to shallow. I can't get beat deep first. The quarterback does a good job bailing, playing that cover 3 technique, then breaking on the football, then going and making a big play.
Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle.
Fumble that
And they're
bitch.
getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith, and Jigba.
How is he not fumbling, bro?
Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
He slid that bitch in there.
It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Outside the pocket, let's
Thank
go.
you.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's Jordan. Crosses the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Fast motion from the offense. Right back to the well. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Alabama quickly back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. Completes it in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Power football with the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws toward the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. 1 minute left to play. Plenty of time if they can recover this onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running back goes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Might as well give it to him again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1 yard line.
Right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
Should be a fumble. It should be a fumble.
It opens up play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go along.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away...
Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulled and finds his man on the left. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Working the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Jordan. And he breaks into the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house.
Sean Jackson.
Touchdown, Oklahoma. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Checo. And AJ Green. The fuck?
Here comes that Alabama offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse. And they're going to try
Who
to
niggas that's not even on that shit is on that shit? I don't understand.
What's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again.
Why does he do that, bro?
Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that way.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jordan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Where's everybody at?
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got room at the 35. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Just gets rid of it before the Heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing it. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, and tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Wide out in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Gordon. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, no mystery there. 4th and inches. Hand it off. Keep the drive alive.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown time.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the 16-play drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for this offense. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking for a man. It's Mahomes. Forced out of the pocket. Finds space on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on first down. He's going for it all. And it's inside the 30. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws toward the end zone.
Thank you.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Direct snap. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
It's some of the lamest shit ever, bro.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Gordon. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity.
He lofts one down the sideline.
Thank you.
And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. And they...
This ain't that, man. This ain't that old Deshaun Jackson show. This ain't that old Deshaun Jackson show that y'all niggas used to season 3 or some shit. This ain't that, man. Season 3, season 4, some shit. This ain't that. Not that. This ain't that. I think this is a streak show. No, buddy. Bring that ass here, boy.
Raiders will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Going to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking for space. It's Jordan. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll immediately call timeout. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hard running there. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew
Oh, my God.
And they get the 4th down conversion.
He smashes.
What is this game?
And they
What is this
explode on
game?
that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
What is this game? Oh my God, what is this game? Dead ass, bro. What is this game? What is this game right now? This game is...
This Alabama offense
Wow.
is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
What is this
And he
game?
does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
That shit be having me fucking heated, bro. No lie, bro. What is this fucking game?
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Oh, look out on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got loose, it was all over. On to attempt the try. Right down the middle. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Oh, we're gone. We're gone. We're gone. We're gone. We're fucking out of here.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Smashes through. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Alabama quickly back to the line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. No hesitation on that call, and no reason not to go for it on 4th and inches.
We're bigger than you, we're tougher than you, we're stronger than you, and we're going to get a push, and they did it right there.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He leaves it with his back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him
I'm on
second and
conservative,
short.
ain't it?
Ooh, I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm
huh?
as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Looking to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this?
He's off to the races. He's at the 30. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. It is perfect.
I think I gotta stop that goofy shit, niggas. Fucking grass.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control.
What is
it? Offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make
What is it? Try to...
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. And the Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
And I know it's not sexy, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand.
Let's go.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Only play this bitch nigga know, bro.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And that one will put them up here in the second half. They'll try to tack one more on their score. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
That one
Only play this
bounds
bitch
through the
nigga
end
know,
zone,
bro.
and it'll be a touchback.
Man, niggas is cheesy, bro.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. On the move at the 30. And they swarm him under. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second.
Great play by the defensive back, showing you his variety of skills. His ability to turn the hips, his speed running downfield, turning his head to locate the football and then swatting it away. You just can't do it better.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback will audible. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. To the air, it's Jordan. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tom.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Same cheesy ass shit all game, bro. Same cheesy ass shit. Bitch ass boy. Bitch ass nigga. Fuck nigga ran that same goofy ass fucking play. I'm alright, baby. Definitely whoop your ass next time we play this. That's your only fucking shit, bro. And you only won by fucking 3. Dotting your stupid ass up, you're a bitch. That'd be so fucking bitches, bro.
get this game underway.
Thanks away. Nothing like, bro.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Offense working from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week. You talk about, we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. And he'll run it into the end zone. The Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. A first down for the offense.
Right, sure. 8 yards.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Get it back.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory.
Well, there are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Got out of trouble and throws. Snares it outside. It's Booker. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on fourth down from their own side of the field. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move.
Come
And
on,
it's
bro.
incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The give to the tailback. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking for an open area to his left. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Tide.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Bring that bitch out if you dare, cuz.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback.
Marcel Demon.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Crazy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David.
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here comes the offense on second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for space to the left. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Grab behind the line.
Type of animation, bro.
He's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Takes the handoff. It's Barkley. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Dropping back, it's Mahomes. He looks that one in nicely. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Touch pass on the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He hurls one deep down the left
What is
side.
that?
He's got it downfield for a huge
What
gain.
is that?
Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What is
One of the
that?
reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will
What
take
the
it to the
fuck
house.
is
Man, it's
that?
your job to do
That's
the
some
rest, right?
bullshit.
You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bro, what the fuck?
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Good game.
Trash, bro. Intermission brought this nigga back in bounds, bro. So, this nigga back in bounds, bro. They should really brought this nigga back in bounds. This is fucking insane.
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's
Why
Williams.
you got me turning backwards,
I
bro?
know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. They're testing the right side here. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The inside handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
A shot toward the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive. Keep the offense from establishing momentum. They didn't
he about to spam a blitz.
the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
Here's the handoff. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. And if you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to barge in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
This defense will not let them run the ball in the end zone, at least not on the last 2 plays. What do they have on 3rd and goal? On the move, it's Jordan. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off, and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical clocks. The coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Unloads it left. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Alabama!
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability to open the field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even
one more turnover and he out of here.
That guy down. What an athlete.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
I can pull out a shotgun. Come out of this.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Just
trying to beat the D deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
The fuck was that, bro?
Back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his man. It's Jordan. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to the ground game on the left. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal.
Crazy, bro. That was a fucking game, bro. Made me do some weird shit, bro. I'm trying to fucking strafe, bro. If I hit strafe, he should just turn around, bro. Like, shit be goofy, bro. Shit, pick and choose when they want to turn around.
Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field. Stalled a little bit.
Hit that hard.
I just think it'd be a little bit more crisp.
Hit that a little bit harder.
I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to throw, it's Jordan. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Great job by the defense here, rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire, now on 2nd down.
We got numbers. We got hella numbers.
Comes in motion.
Please block him. Thank you.
Jet motion. Looking for room at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Jordan. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go with a direct snap. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Appreciate you, cuz.
Timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights. offense
The
there.
pick would have got him out of here, bro.
The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Slips through the line. He's got an alley.
Who is this? Who the fuck is this?
It's a foot race. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. It is
Who
a
the
game
fuck?
of field position, and after a return like that, man, are they set up. Wide out in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
Holy fuck, bro.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. And get the incompletion now setting the field.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan.
Lock him down, bro.
The end zone and you're stopped at the 8. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out.
What the fuck just happened?
Touchdown, TCU. And once he
Let's see a
found
replay,
it
bro.
was Katie
Please show a
Montgomery,
replay,
baby.
bro.
When a quarterback does a great job with his decision-making, he found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch.
Y'all not
and
gonna
he
show a
does the rest
replay?
of the work himself.
Bro,
Trying to
he
get into the end
just
zone.
blew past that
Ready
nigga,
to
bro.
try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
We're gonna got the cheese in.
How play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game.
Hurry up, snap the ball. Hurry up.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Hurry up, we got numbers, bro. Come on.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's inside the 10. Afterburner's coming. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
Thank you.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
Get the fuck out of here,
officials
bro.
offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a physical
Get the
attack
fuck out of here, bro.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now now they'll kick it away.
Up by 5.
Fair catch called for and made. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Might as well stick with him. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On the ground, it's Jordan. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Puts him in the spin cycle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it.
Here comes the two-point try. Quarterback keeps it.
Whoa,
Into the end zone.
what?
The two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75
That's
yards.
crazy.
And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on second down for this offense. Direct snap. Crosses the 30. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got it past the marker.
Fuck.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, man, the game to spare niggas on some bullshit tonight, bro. Game to spare niggas on some bullshit tonight. Can you light up? The game to spare niggas on some bullshit tonight, boy. Did that game even fucking count? It don't even look like that shit counted, bro. That shit ain't even fucking count. The game to spare niggas on some bullshit, not just wasting my fucking time playing the game. Spare niggas on some bullshit, bro. Spare niggas on some bullshit. Spare niggas on some bullshit tonight, boy. Spare niggas on some bullshit tonight. Okay, I'm on fire. Two out there. Yeah, 9 games played. Really 5. Mm-hmm. Crazy, man. Hate it for picking up. About 6 pulls. Pulls and I work for damn, bro. Oh, man. Okay, what the hell is on it? My ass on. Hell, alright, bro, fuck it. I ain't had no more. Follower token pack. That's why niggas running them cheesy ass fucking runs, bro. Y'all about to fucking niggas up, bro. The goofy ass shit. Goofy ass shit, bro. So many fucking players y'all ain't even drop, bro. But y'all want to drop some goofy ass shit like this. Want to draw some goofy ass shit, bro. Bitch ass niggas, man. Corey Brooks, 33% chance. 33% chance at a 90. 30% chance at 99 with 3 cards. That's not the odd, bro. Oh man, 3-1 pool. Oh my god. Trash. Fucking trash pass, bro. Oh, fucking trash pass. Fucking trash. Oh, fuck. Probably. But nothing that can't count, bro.
Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up,
They
wear
went
the
through my
defense
whole
down,
fucking roster.
get first
Niggas
downs,
weird.
and ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Now on first down from the 28. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line, skilled and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Why I do that shit? Why did I do that?
And that ball is picked off.
You got it, bro.
Trying to take it back.
You got it. Why did I do that? Why the fuck did I do that?
And this defense
Why did I do
coming up with
that?
points of their own. What an
Why did I
interception
do that?
I mean, you talk about
Why did I do that?
setting the tone and letting
That
them
was,
go
man,
a
that
long
was
game.
dumb as fuck.
Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out.
Fuck did I
striking
do
first in
that,
this
bro?
ball game.
Fuck it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as
Fuck
he
that.
stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there.
Stupid
And a lot
shit,
of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Motion from the offense. They go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Alabama quickly back to the line. Leaves it with the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
I mean, they're about to run out of plays. 12th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands
because
tall
of
and makes the stop.
funky ass
It's 4th
motherfucking.
down, and they'll try the field goal.
I tripped out on
It's
that.
good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Getting some heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness we still had a little space left.
1st down, Zach pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He turns it loose to the left.
What is
It's
that shit,
complete.
bro?
A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
These corners going to give them some space. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
What is this shit?
Big
Cut
gain
the
on
shit.
that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Feeling some heat. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They'll try to get it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3-spot before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He wants to throw. He'll off one deep.
What is short shit, bro? What is that short shit? What's that short shit, bro? High ball, tap. What's that short shit, bro?
Alabama ready to put a boot to
that short shit, bro.
Second half.
That shit's short, bro.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for room. It's Harris. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
At the 35, he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in.
Oh, what?
In for the score. Touchdown,
What?
Stanford.
What the fuck was that, bro?
I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive
What
coaches.
the
You know what?
fuck was that,
Sometimes the
bro?
guys just
Push him
know
back
you.
3
Makes it hard to
yards,
get to the end
knock
zone.
him into the end zone, bro.
And
Then,
the
well,
extra
bro,
point
get the
will
fuck out of
tack
here, bro.
another
That
one
stupid
onto
shit,
this
bro.
lead. About to kick it away after
The fuck
scoring
out
a
of here with that
touchdown.
dumb shit, bro.
Stanford 17, Alabama 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Bama. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one.
Man, what the fuck is this,
I
bro?
don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Back to pass, it's Jordan.
What are we doing,
Zings
bro?
it complete to the right. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from
Not
the shadow
pressed
of
up
that
or nothing, bro.
goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Trying to get to him. Keeps the play going. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job.
This shit here,
It's so hard to limit
shit
these
trash, bro.
quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's got it down the left side. And he's running in the open.
Shit trash,
And
bro.
the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This game's so fucking dog shit, bro.
Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Stanford 24, Alabama 10.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quick pass on the fly motion. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return.
Keep forcing shit on that play, bro. Keep forcing shit on that play. Game, bro. Running into each other, dragging them. He's dragging them. He's dragging them. But the thing is, this is what I'm talking about. The fucked up mechanics of this game. If it's the user doing that, they're gonna call illegal contact. But since it's the fucking computer doing that shit, nothing's being called. Nothing's being called. Nothing's being called. Even if I would have passed it, I don't even think they would have called pass interference. Nothing's being called. Nothing is being fucking called because it's the user doing that goofy shit.
Spartans will kick it off to get us underway.
Sky kick. Sky kick.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll
Nobody
bring
go
it
out there,
back.
nigga.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
He's
whoa,
knocked
whoa,
down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around, hand it off, and hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Can anyone catch him? He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the team. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught near the sideline, it's Cooper. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
How about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Weirdo.
And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Cooper. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down.
The expressway is wide open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's first down from the 11. From the red zone, it's Cooper.
Shit should be on the ground.
They'll mark it at the 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, when you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Alabama.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
Where's my squad there? Where's my team, bro?
Their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
The give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run.
Looking for space. It's Gordon. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cameron. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown time! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit.
Jesus Christ. How's the ball not on the ground, coach?
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle.
How's the ball not on the ground, coach?
And that is the end of the first half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Coming out with it, it's Nash. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if it...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Jordan. Moves around to clear up the vision. He throws back to the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. These are the type of throws that can make this Spartan offense feel invincible.
I mean, just go to the next level. You know you're going to get a heavy dose of the run game, but when you can complete these passes down the field, you will have all Michigan State fans
going for it all.
Yeah, let's go.
And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It's Gordon. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out of the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks.
Pass the ball. Oh, my God.
And he cannot, but he does
Pass the fucking ball. He wide open, bro.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
He wide open, bro. He wide the fuck open, bro.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He's got great speed.
Wide the fuck open. Pass the ball, bro.
Able to get him down at the 45. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
He's going to let one fly down the middle.
Thank you, bro.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Corners are going to bail. To the air, it's Jordan. Fires to the tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They're bringing heat. Using his feet to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Caught on the outside, it's Cooper. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 14, Michigan State 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Handoff from the gun.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown,
great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big time, prime time moment. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win? Make some plays for him. You know?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3.
That's crazy. That's fucking insane.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Big celebration, and understandably so, guys, but there is still time on the clock. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He's going up top here late in the game.
Well, you look at the clock, they've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Dropping back, it's Jordan. He wants a big play here late. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Looking like on the stats, man. Shit. Not professional. Shit. 2 seconds. Thank you very much. Hmm.